I think I'm the new traditional student. The majority of folks coming in today are still your high school kids coming up, and they also have moms and dads returning out of the workplace. But I started my 60th year this year and actually retired in '97 from law enforcement, went into construction, worked the field on the bubble that was here in Minnesota, and when the bubble burst, a lot of guys like myself found themselves looking around to see what they're going to do next.
I started at Pine Tech in 2007, and I am a middle-of-the-life career changer. I've been self-employed for many years with my husband, and we needed a plan B. And I was very scared at first to come back to school. I thought, after being out of school for 20 years, will I be able to do it? That was, it was a very scary step to take. And once I started, after you get through the first week, everybody's scared the first week, it's just normal, then your confidence grows.
Well, I originally was going to school at Anoka-Ramsey for the RN program. In the process of their generals and prerequisites to their program, I got my Associate of Arts degree and got in. I made it into the RN program.
When I decided to go to college, I was already married and had one child, and decided I would look at what my options were, and I chose a 2-year RN program, and so I was able to do that at Cambridge, and Anoka-Ramsey is the source that I used at that time. If you look at the curve of the age of current nurses currently in Minnesota and in the United States, essentially, the curve is that many of them will be retiring soon. So that is why, that's one reason why the opportunity is there, as well as the opportunity is growing because there's more things that are being offered in the RN role.
I think the top notch. And whoever gets to hear this, whatever student or whatever teacher thinking about having students come into the program, we have instructors that worked in the field for a number of years. They were very good at what they did, and they brought those skills back into the classroom. They have many stories to tell about how they resolved issues or worked with clients, and that's what LPNs do. We're hands-on.
Everything that I learned from here, whether you think it's going to apply to your job in the future, it really does. Everything that you touch. Every class that you do is going to come into play whatever job that you go into in one form or another. So for those people that say, why do I have to take this class? It's not going to, I'm not going to do math when I get out in the field. You will. It will touch you.
Going to school to work in the healthcare field is not easy. Whether it's, I took a step back from where I was at, RN, back to LPN, but the LPN program isn't as simple as pie either. It takes work and time. And there are areas of your life that you don't have anymore. I mean, they're always going to be there, but you put them on the back burner. Well, you need to be able to prioritize and focus on your schooling, because so much more time will open up for the rest of your life when you get through with schooling.
I was concerned about ageism and was delighted to find that it's never a factor here. I don't think you'll find it in any class. We range from we have cohort groups, which are groups of students that are bound together usually by location and that they're going to be studying their clinicals in. That would be a facility site. And in my group of 10, the youngest is 19 years old. I'm obviously at the other end. We have a couple of 40-year-olds, a couple of 20-year-olds, and because you bond so closely and are so supportive, you're never alone out there.
I think from the high school perspective, probably a huge key is, you really have to think about what do I want to do when I grow up? Because if you're not thinking about that at all when you're in high school, and then you don't take classes that might be pertinent, you're already behind the 8 ball, and you're having to start from ground zero when you go to school. when you decide to move on to another form of education. So the biggest thing is to apply yourself when you're in high school. Choose the classes you take thoughtfully and apply yourself so that when you're ready to move on to another program, that's there.